All right. So once we have our data in this form, and then we've input our data, and you've input your phase line. Remember, where you have your phase line, you shouldn't have any trend around it. So this is going to be our probe, and then the continue teaching. So you highlight everything like this on this. So you highlight everything. Just this. So you highlight everything like this, and the inserts come to line graph, more line graphs, and they come to line with markers. Line with marker. I don't want this second one. This one showing the frequency and phase line on orange. So we'll click on this and hit OK. So once we enter OK, the next thing we'll do is we don't want this. So depict. We don't want these lines either. So we click on these lines. Once you highlight everything, you delete. Let's bring down our charts. So the first thing we want to do here is to label all of the sites. Beginning from here, this chart title, once you click on the chart title, so click on the lines, you press your equal to, you can see equal to here, and then you click on this. You want that objective to be our title. Once you press enter, it automatically shows home. And now once you have that, now we want to label the sites, the axis. Once you click on your chart like this, you see this plus sign. Click on it. They have chart title. Check your chart type, your axis title. And now you can name your axis title. Once you also click on this, press equal to, it shows up here. I want this to be frequency. Enter, shows frequency. Come here, click on the line equal to days. So these are days, whether days or session. Check out. So now you can click and drag down. So the next thing we want to do now is to redefine the way our skills are measured. Once you double click here, it's already showing this dialog. So we can just click on axis option. When you come to axis option, you want the minimum to be 0. The maximum should be the maximum number of your frequency, which is 2. Once you press to enter, so now you can see 1.1, 1.2. We don't need that. So it's measuring is 0.2. So we just make this one 1. And it shows 1, 0, 1, and 2. So the next thing is we should also give it tick mark. You can come down, collapse this. So we want a tick mark, major tick mark outside. So you can see tick mark outside. So we also do the same here. You also do a tick mark outside. See? Yes. So this one, the color is gray. It's showing faintly. So you can come to this fill and color option and change the color to black to make it clearer. So this is already in black this time. So you now make like this. So our axes are better defined. Now the next thing is, let's move to this. So there are two options here. The phase line is different from the frequency. So this is phase line data. these two that are in orange. So when you click on this, you come to formats or design. You go to design. I had add chart elements. Yes, you can add chart elements. Add chart elements. Come to error bars and you click on more error bars option. That's for your face line. Immediately you click on it, it comes up with these lines. Come to your axis option here, and for your error bars, choose minus. Minus means it will start from where it is and it goes down. If you choose plus, meaning that the line will continue from there upward. If you choose both, it's going to be up and down, but we choose minus. So when you choose minus, then this value, change this value to 2, the same as you are using. So it defines how long that line will be. So you make it 2. So when you make it 2, it look like this. So we like that our face lines, they should be broken lines. We can also call it condition lines. We like it to be broken. So you can change the nature of the dash into broken lines like this. And that makes it look like this. So now that we have this, let me click out so you see what it looks like. So we still have this orange portion. So we need to take this orange portion away. So we need to change these two to black. So let's start with our face line. You click on face line. So we'll be working on color here. I like using solid colors. So it has changed them to black. But they are too thick. You use the standard portion as in standard bit is 0.5. So you can see they are thin now and they are black. So everything is black when you pick out. But you can see that the markers are still in blue. So you click on it again, and this time this is line option, this is marker option. So we've only been effecting changing the line option. So let's come to the marker option. So we change the marker option to black also. So this is the border of that marker. If I click out, you see that it's still blue surrounded by black. So you come back to it again. So you change the feel of the marker. Feel, not border. Feel now to black. Change the feel to black. This. And when you do that, it's now totally black. So you do the same thing to these elements, this face line. So for this face line, you don't want that dot to show up. So just come to the marker option, and instead of changing the color to something else, just remove none. Don't put marker there up. None. And once you click now, it has disappeared. So we have this perfect TB innocent making graph. So the last thing that we do here is now to label the conditions, to label each face. So we have this face for baseline. At this face, we start with partial physical prompts. We probe here, and then we continue to change with partial physical prompt. But we use physical prompt here. Then we fade off. We are using partial physical prompt. So now, we just come to the chart format. Click on a text box. Click on a text box. It's not split. So once you click on the text box, so you can type baseline. Baseline. line. So that's how we're going to call this side. We call this baseline. So we can raise it, put it in a top like this. Like I shift this down a little bit. So we can duplicate this Ctrl D. And I'll call this full physical prompt. The first line should be a capital letter. Subgroups. Full physical prompts. Sometimes you can shorten it PFF, but when letter H is not working, so H. Full physical prompts. Some people can shorten it as PFF. Depending on what work for you. So I'm duplicating this also. The last condition is partial physical prompts. So I'm changing this to partial.
Oh no.
Yes, sir.
Melon, sir. Do you use Umaba when so go and open Umaba account, sir. Also, this month salary will be taken to only Umaba.
Okay.
So I can't have.
I thought they opened one for all of us there.
And go and bid and go and bid it. Points. I mean, 5 ways to print it. Ogabula has been used for some time.
Okay, sir. Yes. Wow. That has entered our record me. So here we have partial physical prompts. 18. So here we have partial physical prompts. So I'm duplicating our round to call it our probe. So we label every face. So this face was a probe. So it's this. That's the end of our graph. So I'm done for this graph.
Another one, see.
So and then from here we proceed to the next one.
So and I try.
It's second. Stop this recording. Thank you. Subscribe to my YouTube channel.